Welcome to In Search of Food, where cooking and eating out does not have to be expensive, where I ignore the Michelin stars and find value for a meal.
Welcome back to In Search of Food. Once again, I'm Anton Ing. Today I'm going to make Chinese style baked back ribs. Let's get in the kitchen and start cooking. 歡迎咁多嚟睇我嘅 YouTube 頻道，我叫吳瑩總。今日我會去廚房煮呢個焗排骨，甩嚟廚房睇我煮飯啦。
First of all, let's start by chopping a whole bunch of garlic. Garlic, and then ginger. Now once this is done, this is going to be the ingredients for the marinade. Now let's start off making the marinade. First we need to put some maple syrup. And then we're going to put some soy sauce. Now in the wet ingredients, we're going to add the ginger and garlic. Now we're going to add some fresh ground black pepper. And then we're going to add salt. And now we're going to add some water. And now we're going to stir all the ingredients together thoroughly. After stirring, let's give it a taste. A little bit too salty, so we need to add some sugar. A little too salty, we're going to add a couple of teaspoons of yellow sugar or brown sugar. Now once again, stir thoroughly and let this rest for a while we prepare the container to hold the ribs. Now place the ribs in a roasting pan and pour the marinade on top and let it rest for 1 to 3 hours. Now just cover the lid and let's let this rest for 1 to 3 hours to marinate, and then later we're gonna cook this in the oven. Now you can see the spare ribs has been marinated for 1 to 3 hours in the marinade. Now we need to move it to one side and put a rack underneath. Now after putting your grills in your roasting pan, now you need to rearrange your back ribs to make sure they're evenly distributed. Try to make sure none of your back ribs are actually touching the marinade. You want it on top of the grills. Now we're finally done. So now we need to bake the back ribs for 400 Celsius. Let's preheat the oven. After preheating the oven to 400 Celsius, we will bake the back ribs for half an hour, and then we'll turn the temperature down from 400 Celsius to 200 Celsius and just let it bake. now that we have strained the drippings from the ribs, we will now make the sauce. Place the sauce in a non-stick pan and let it reduce until it's nice and thick.
Once again, thanks for watching In Search of Food and me making my Chinese style back ribs. Once again, without you the viewer, there will be no channel. Thanks again for watching, greatly appreciated. 多謝咁多位嚟睇我個 YouTube 頻道煮呢個焗排骨，多謝你睇。如果冇你睇我嘅 YouTube 頻道，我會冇呢個電台。多謝你，多謝你，唔好唔記得 like and subscribe。多謝你先。